And what real man wants to become a prune? I don't want to become a prune. I've actually never eaten a prune before. When I tore my tricep back in 2016, I remember I had a bunch of people ask me why I still lifted heavy weights, especially at that age. At that point in time, I was 38 years old, so not quite 40. And it was pretty remarkable how many people were genuinely curious about why I still went to the gym and still lifted heavy weight. And it blew me away. And it still kind of blows me away. And at the time, all that did was fuel my need to get back to where I was before my injury. But I've had time now to kind of think about people like that and why they say things like that, and it's made me kind of question, like, why do people question why middle-aged older guys still go to the gym and still lift heavy weight? It's a multi-part answer. I'm looking to see what you guys think too. If you agree with this, disagree with it, what experiences you might have had. Have people said these things to you? Have people, recommended that you just hang up the towel, call it a day, and go back to, relaxing on the sofa after work with your takeout pizza, which actually sounds really good right now. But here are the reasons why, as men in our 40s and 50s, we not only should, but we need to go to the gym, and we really need to lift heavy weight. First, should be obvious, as we get older, we're going to lose muscle mass. We are going to atrophy. That is what happens with age. You stick a grape out on your counter, and 2 weeks later you have a pruned raisin. Like, it's common sense. So if we don't continue to lift in our 40s and 50s, we're going to shrivel up like prunes. And what real man wants to become a prune? I don't want to become a prune. I've actually never eaten a prune before. I don't plan on eating a prune anytime soon, but that's a topic for another video, I guess. So we have to maintain muscle mass of some sort. Will it diminish? Yeah, it will. It'll diminish over time. But we can do everything in our power to keep what we have and maintain as much as we can. There's no good reason to just give up because you turn 40 or turn 50. There's no good reason. So, maintain muscle mass. Limit atrophy. B, metabolism. Our metabolisms aren't going to stay the same forever. So, unless you want to become an overweight sloth later in life, you better get your ass to the gym and you better move some weight. Metabolisms don't age like a fine wine. They also age like a prune. So we need to fight that battle just like we're fighting muscle atrophy. We need to do what we can to mitigate the loss of metabolism. And we can do that through lifting weights at the gym, preferably heavy. C, time with your friends. Now, it sounds a little contradictory to what I mentioned in my previous video about distractions in the gym, but I do feel if you have a weightlifting partner, it's important to have that guy time alone outside of your house, away from your family, where you can just be men and lift weights. That's critical to mental wellness in men. And it's not like you guys are sitting there, jawing it up for 20 minutes. Hopefully you're not. If you are, I'm coming for you. And you're lifting weight together, and it's a bonding time for you and other men. We need it. We need that. We can't, nothing else to me really supplies that. You might have, dinners out, you and your wife or you and your girlfriend might have a dinner out with another couple, and you're all chatting and conversing and blah blah blah. But it's not the same. It's not the same. I would say it's akin to you and your buddy hanging out in the garage talking about cars, talking shop on cars. It's necessary for a good frame of mind. It's really important for a good frame of mind. And then I would probably say D, the most important reason, in my opinion, to lift in your 40s and 50s and older is for overall mental wellness. I go to the gym for all those reasons I just mentioned, and probably almost most importantly, maybe most importantly, to maintain the best mental state that I can. I can't even imagine if I did not lift and I just stayed at home. I would get home from work, hang out, have a snack, sit on the sofa, watch a movie. I can't imagine that life for me. I can't fathom that because I haven't done it. I need to be productive. I need to be engaged with something. And I need to have a routine. My whole life is structured around routine. I'm very, very routine based. From the time I get up to the time I go to bed, I am very routine based. I'd love to know if you guys are routine based too and what you guys do for your routines. Because I do some stupid little shit. But it's important to my well-being. It makes me feel complete. Like, it makes me feel like I didn't forget something for the day. I think it's important to get to the gym, get it done. You'll feel accomplished. You might have had goals you wanted to achieve that day. Hopefully you achieved or beat those goals. And I'm in the Walmart parking lot right now. I wish I could spin the camera around so you guys could take a gander at what I'm seeing. Sweet Maria. Anyway, but I think the most critical part of why we continue to lift in our 40s and 50s and beyond is mental well-being. All the other reasons are benefits, are great benefits, but mental well-being is far and above the most important one. We have to stay collected. We have to stay together. We have to feel engaged. We have to feel accomplished. And if you come home from work and you sit on your sofa and watch, Sally, Jesse, Raphael, then you're not going to feel that way. Yeah, man, we got to keep going for all those reasons and more. And I would love to hear what your reasons are. Why do you continue to lift later in life? What makes you go? What drives you to the gym? Has anyone questioned you before and asked you why bother? Because I'll tell you what, I kind of like when people ask me that, because all it does is fuel me. It fuels me to get there and do more and be better. It's just fuel. Give me that fuel. I want it. That's all I got for today, guys. Thank you for watching. Please give this video a like. Please subscribe to my channel. Promise more content weekly. I generally upload at least each Monday at 6 a.m. Eastern Time. And drop some comments below. Let me know what you think, what your thoughts are. And also, if you have any more great ideas for video content. I put out a poll a couple of days ago. I actually got some participation, which is pretty cool. And I want to film and talk about what you guys have interest in. So let me know, and have a great day. Talk to you guys soon.